Hey folks, Jason here. Welcome to the second Winning with Wooberg. I'm playing on an older account. I'm just going to take the Mox Jet, I think. The Sword of Fire and Ice is very good. I know library is good. I've never really figured out how to make a great library deck. Cloud Goat is insane. Swords is great. Even Huntmaster is okay. Electrolyze Garrick is good ramp, but you can't beat a Mox, I'm finding. There's some high quality cards in this pack, definitely. But Moxes are just awesome. I will first pick a Mox every time. Unless there's something better, which isn't much. Soul Ring, Lotus, Recall, Skull Clamp, probably. Not a random sword. I feel like people haven't really been valuing the swords. Alright. So, we can take Tolarian Academy, go Broken Artifacts. Baleful Strix is great, but probably not something we have to pick this early. Voltaic Key is pretty much only good for the Time Vault combo, which we haven't seen. Mana Vault is great. Shackles is great if we end up blue, but not so much if we don't. Daze is a free counter spell, which is very good. I'm leaning between Mana Vault, Daze, and Tolarian Academy. I think I'm going to take Daze. Free counter spells are just so good. Alright. Preordain in blue. I don't love this pack. Living Death is good. You have to build around it. I'm not a smokestack player. Courser's fine. Battlesphere is great. Honor of the Pure is terrible. And I do find that white is great in this cube, and still it's bad. Pithing Needle's fine. Mind Sensor's fine. I'm looking between Battlesphere and Mesmeric Fiend. Maybe Living Death. I think I'm going to go with Mesmeric Fiend. Maybe build like a blue-black control-y thingy. Mesmeric Fiend could wheel, but there's not other black cards in the pack. What does Garrick do? Is Garrick better? He makes wolves. Flips into some crazy stuff. Oh no! Shoot. Even Mind Sensor we get. Damn it. That's the problem with thinking aloud too much. You miss picks, and we shouldn't have missed a pick that early. Demonic Tutor or Bloodline Keeper is what I'm looking at here. Bloodline Keeper is great, but I think we're just going to take the Tutor. Freylius, Gifts, Ungiven. Fire Blast and Kavu. Putrid Imp is sort of reanimation engine. So nothing black. I don't think I want to take Putrid Imp. I want to take Gifts or maybe Freylius. I'm gonna try Freylius. I haven't played her yet. Gifts is good. Green is another color we're reaching into, but we don't really know what we are yet. We're probably not mind censoring. Heroes Downfall or Llanowar Elves or Beast Within. Maybe we go green-black. I'm really bummed about that mind sensor, but you can lose a pick and be okay. I think I'm just going to go Downfall here. We could have been sweet artifact deck if we had grabbed that Tolarian Academy. Yeah, we'll just go Downfall. Genesis Wave, Solemn Simulacrum, Ultimate Price. I'm going to go between Solemn Simulacrum and Ultimate Price. And it looks, if we're playing Freylius, we're rampy. We already picked a piece of spot removal that's better, so I'm just going to go Solemn. Still solid. Nothing like it is in Commander, obviously, but still solid. A land, a body, and cash it in for a card is pretty good. So we'll have to decide if we'll have to pick up some powerful black, and we'll have to decide if our second color is blue or green. Phyrexian Obliterator is probably not something we want. Signets are very powerful. Lodestone Golem's great. Harmonize is good for sure. Probably not the most powerful card draw option in the cube. I'm going to take the Dimir Signet. I don't like braids. I'm generally not someone who goes for like the stacks effects. Stomp Howler's good. It's probably very good in this cube if we go green. Cloud Goat's obviously really, really good and really late, and I love white in this cube. Or there's the Misty. I'm gonna take Cloud Goat. That was close. I know it's off what we've been doing, but it's super strong. The fact that it's still around means white might be open. I find in the first pack, my cube drafts are a total mess. Like, look at this. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, the Academy came back, but so did the Baleful Strix. I feel like we have enough ways to make mana that we can take the Baleful Strix, or maybe even the Tombstalker. Or the Disc. This is a powerful, powerful pack. I'm just going to take the Strix. Smokestack, no. Still no. Temple Garden would be okay. But it looks like we're blue-black. And maybe one of these cards. I mean, they're both doubles, so it's hard. I'm going to take Living Death. Heartbeat of Spring, Kiora's Follower. Nothing really here for us. I'll take Kiora's Follower. Maybe we open the Time Vault and then it's worth splashing. Is it worth playing those combos? We passed the Voltaic Key and I don't think we're getting it back. There are a lot of ways for it to actually go infinite in this cube. Alright, Putrid Imp, which could work nicely with Living Death. There's also a Pride Mage and a Foothills. We'll take the Imp. Maybe we'll end up Reanimator. Containment Priest is really, really good. I was very impressed with it. I think I want it more than Sarcomancy. So we're sort of all over the place. I don't really think we're green. So we could be Esper, or we could just be blue-black. So let's cut Freyalise and cut the Kiora's Follower. And if we see things that are very nicely moving us into green, we'll take a look at them. We probably don't run Disenchant even if we do go Esper. We could just be black-white. We have a lot of creatures for this point in the cube. Alright, we open a nice one in Ancestral Recall. I don't think we can top that. Damnation's great, Blade Splicer's great, Image is great. But yeah, you cannot top 3 cards at instant speed. Glenalendra Archmage, Pernicious Deed, Bone Shredder, Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave is fantastic. I'm not sure we're white, so I'm not going to take Parallax Wave in this one. I'm sort of looking between Bone Shredder and Glenalendra Archmage. And it's close. I do like Bone Shredder a lot, but let's go Control-y. Let's say, no, you're not going to be able to cast a few spells. You're going to have to deal with this. Alright, so I'm going to cut the white. And if we want to splash for it, we will. We'll look at our fixing. Alright, so that means we're down to 4 creatures, and one of them is Putrid Imp. And the other ones aren't super impressive, so we'll have to pick up some beef at some point. But we'll see what happens. We're only 2 picks into pack 2. So I'm used to my cube drafts by this point being a total mess until a certain point. And I don't think this is a total mess at all. I think this is looking pretty good. Dark Confidant is not really playable. There's not much else here for us. We could take a polluted delta. We could take Kiora, get the green back in there. We could take lingering souls. I think I like lingering souls more than Kiora. Then it's just a question if we want polluted delta more than that. I'm just gonna take lingering souls. Get that white back in here. It means we are gonna have to pick up fixing. So we get a little white going on. Alright. Imperial Seal, Massacre Worm. Spirit of the Labyrinth is a no. Dark Ritual is a no. I don't think we need another tutor. I think I'm happy running just one tutor. So I'm going to go for Massacre Worm because it's a huge game. And like we said, we need to start nailing down some big scary creatures. And Massacre Worm is a great place to start. It is heavy black, which puts a bit of stress on our splash. But we might not even splash. Alright, the Abyss. Necrotal, Talrand. Talrand could be good. We do have a lot of spells. We could just start taking fixing at the Drowned Catacomb. We could take Necrotal, even Faith's Fetters, Mastercore. This is a good pack. I'm leaning towards just nailing down some fixing, which is super boring, I know. Is it the Mire or the Catacomb? I think we're just going to take the Catacomb. Yeah, why not? I think that's the pick. Oh man, I'd love some of those Abyssy cards. And, yeah. The Abyss is a card that I haven't really figured out how to build a deck that works with it. And the other cards there are powerful, but we do need to start addressing our mana if we're going to play 3 colors. Alright, Godless Shrine would be another way to do that, or Underground Sea, or Looteriel Core. We will get 1 card out of this pack back. I don't think it'll be one of these duels that we want. But I sort of like the Looter. It plays with Living Death very well, because we can draw our scary creatures and just discard them. Yeah. Let's try it. We do need to get scary creatures to make that happen. That was an easy place to pick up a second dual land as well. Like, we're not going to wheel those, which is sad. I guess it's possible. But there's a lot of dual lands in the cube, so hopefully we'll find something. We're only halfway through pack 2, so there's a lot to go. Garrick Apex Predator, Balance, Kira, Necropotence. Okay, this is a stacked pack. We don't have equipment, so I'm gonna knock off Stoneforge. Short Fang I don't love. Necropotence isn't gonna be great. This is sort of between Kira and Memory Jar for me. Memory Jar is really powerful. I'm gonna take Memory Jar. I've never actually played with it. It doesn't go great with Living Death because they'll dump a lot of creatures too. Ooh, Buried Alive or Shouldered. Oh god. That's rough. I'm gonna go Shouldered. Lifebane Zombie or Blade Splicer on the Splash. We'll just take Lifebane Zombie. Everyone's not bad. Mind's Desire, Duress. I like a Duress. There's a lot of Planeswalkers in the cube. It helped to get some of them out of there. I don't really want Bargain. I'll grab a Caves for fixing. Sun Petal Grove, Dark Ritual. I'll take Dark Ritual. I'm used to Dark Ritual being super powerful back from the early days of Magic, and I'm surprised that I don't really see it played much in Limited, so maybe it's not that good in Limited. I don't know, because obviously they don't put it in sets anymore. But I might try main decking it. Okay, so Time Spiral is good. I think we're a little light on the removal, so I'm just going to grab the Necrotal. Yeah, see, we didn't. This was the pack with the dual lands. We got Negator and Frenzied Goblin back, which is about what I suspected. We'll grab the Negator. I don't think we'll run it, because it's scary. Who wants to sacrifice all those permanents? Not me. Let's cut it for now. And we got Necropotence, which is, it's probably Necropotence. I've been saying Necropotence for like 17 years. You're not really going to stop me now. Alright, Caracas is amazing. Anyone who watched my previous video will know how amazing it is, and also how I cannot for the life of me remember what it does when I actually need it. But it's something very good that helps you deal with Eldrazi and stuff. We do want a white splash. Otherwise, we're looking at Nighthawk, possibly Trinket Mage, another Tutor. We're at 9 creatures. There's some super power in this pack. We take Venser. Do we have any good come into play abilities? We do, actually. We have a lot of good come into play abilities. So it's Venser or Caracas I'm thinking right now. And oh, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go Venser. It's maybe not the smartest. Alright, we have Wormcoil Engine, we have Sword of Feast and Famine, and we have Hypnotic Spectre. Those are all great. Also Ponder. I'm not someone who tends to value those effects a ton in Cube. I suppose in the right decks, they're fine. Wormcoil Engine or Sword is what I'm looking at. It's a very, very, very good sword. But I think I just want to get powerful creatures in. I'm just going to take Wormcoil. This is such a contrast to the last draft I did, where it was all swords all the time. I had 4 of them. Alright, so Grizzlebrand, Master of the Feast, or Opposition. Opposition's really good. We don't really have ways to make tokens, though. It just shuts people out of the game so easily. Oh, we do have a way to make token with Lingering Souls. So I'm looking at Grizzlebrand or Opposition. Ooh, or Grim Monolith. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take some ramp, and we'll probably get Grizzlebrand or Tezzeret or Dungeon Geist or Master or Opposition coming back, and we'd probably be happy playing any of those. I'm going to take the mana. Alright, Duretti, Jace... Force Spike, Go for the Throat, Sword. This is going to be interesting because it's a draft where I really am not valuing swords at all. Because I don't really care about that. I'm looking at Go for the Throat. I'm looking at Jace. What's your removal like? You have Downfall, Necrotal, and that's about it. I'll take a 3rd removal spell. That's probably all we want, but 3 is good. I'm gonna get Necropotence. Sorry. Bloodghast, Upheaval, Relic of Progenitus, Old Man of the Sea. I don't think we want Relic. Bloodghast is fine. It's aggressive. Upheaval's great. And we do have a few rocks. Maybe we're an Upheaval deck. It's like Upheaval or Old Man of the Sea. And this is just a much more powerful effect. Desecration Demon's great. Hymn to Torok, Worn Power Stone. I really do like Desecration Demon. We're low on creatures. We're going to get 9 more cards after this pack. I sort of want to take the Power Stone, but I'm going to take the Demon. I really want creatures. Alright. Remand or Nightveil Spectre. Again, let's just get our creature count up. Jace, Architect of Thought. Una's Prowler is super aggressive. It's between Jace and Prowler. And Prowler's really good. It's a 2-drop that's a 3/1 flying. Urborg would fix your swamps. It's between Jace and I think we have card draw. I'm going to take the powerful little dude. Karakas came back. It's more powerful than you expect. I still don't have any great targets for Trinket Mage. I am probably splashing white, so I'll take Karakas. I don't know that I'll play Venser, though. Venser exiles a creature from their hand. It resets Glenalindra. It kills something. It gets us a card. And it -2s everything else. Which is not bad, actually. It's just hard to play that and that in the same deck with 3 black and then white-blue. But we'll see. We have a tutor. We have 1 tutor. We have a Dark Ritual. We'll have to see if we want to play Upheaval. I'm not sure that we do. Grand Architect, Tendrils, Lotus Bloom. I'm so not sure of the value of this card. Like, it doesn't seem great to me to the point where I wonder why it's in the cube. I think it's what I'm going to take, though. Alright. Master the Feast or Tezzeret. So what do we get with Tezzeret? Mox, Baleful Strix, Signet, Grim Monolith, Solemn, Wormcoil. Those might not even all make it. It's that or Master the Feast, which is just a huge flying beatdown. Yeah, let's take a huge flying beatdown. I know it gives them a card, and the card is probably way more relevant in Cube than it is elsewhere. But a 5/5 flyer on turn 3 is still hard to deal with. Old Man or Bloodghast. I'm going to take Old Man. Let's hate the Tooth and Nail. And Phoenix. Alright. So, I think we got there. We have a counterspell, we have removal, we have a bit of a plan with Living Death and Putrid Imp. You know what, now that I have Una's Prowler, I'm less likely to play Putrid Imp. Yeah. Let's just get these lands and such out of here and see how many cuts we need to make. We need to make like 6 cuts. Alright. I'm going to cut Grand Architect and Old Man. If there's stuff I really want to steal, I'll bring back Old Man. Are we an Upheaval deck? I don't think we are. I like Living Death. I like Massacre. I like our top end a lot. Let's cut Dark Ritual, because like I said, I don't actually know how powerful it is. In Cube, I know like it's a huge Storm piece, but we're not Storm. So 2 more. I cut one of these like double black spells. I don't want to go lower on creatures though, so I want to cut spells. I'm gonna cut duress. If I see a bunch of like scary planeswalkers, like a super planeswalker deck, I'll bring it in. I like our rocks. I like Go for the Throat. I like Demonic Tutor. I like Daze. I like Lingering Souls still, although you could argue it's not necessary, but it's still very, very good, so I'm going to leave it. Alright, I don't know what to cut. This is the worst part, that last cut. You have 13 creatures, maybe you can cut a creature. I guess I'll cut Lifebane Zombie. I'll cut Lifebane Zombie and I might bring it in against green and white decks. Okay. So we do want to play Strip Mine. We probably want to play one planes just to satisfy, to get it off the Solemn Simulacrum. Alright. So, we want one planes. Black, we do have a lot of double and even triple black, so we do want a fair component of black. Right now we have 11 black sources, and this or 12 even, with the Signet. So let's take it down to 10, and we'll take our blue up to 5, 6, 7. So that's 3, 7, 10. That works for me. And then the random Strip Mine. Okay. Alright, let's see what this can do.